Hello students, this is Vitthal Anwat, and today we are going to learn about the scope of soil geography. Firstly, we will be focused upon the definitions of soil. Soil is a natural body of mineral and organic constituents differentiated into the horizon, usually unconsolidated of variable depth, which differs among the thin cells as well as from the underlying parent material in morphology, physical makeup, chemical properties and composition and biological characteristics. This definition is given by Whitney in 1982. Means, according to them, the soil is nothing else is a natural body of minerals. We know that there are different types of the mineral is being the part of our soil, and not only this organic matter but inorganic matter also part of this soil according to this definition. Then another one definition SSSA in 1970 is given: the unconsolidated material matter on surface of the earth that has been the subjected to and influenced by the a genetic and environmental factor of parent material. Once again, here in this definition, the parent material, then climate, micro and microorganisms, and topography. These are the most important word has been used by this SSSA. They all affecting means the parent material is there, the climate, the microorganisms, and the topography of any particular land, and that they are means upon this factor, due to the time they have the changes, and due to the changes some product has been derived from this material, and this product is known as the soil. Then in normally we can say the unconsolidated material, mineral material on the immediate surface of the earth that serve as natural medium for the growth of land plants is known as the soil. Scope of soil geography: the science dealing with the soil as a natural resource on the surface of the earth, including pedology and physical, chemical, biological, and fertility properties of the soil, and this property in relation to their management for the crop production. Firstly, scope of geography. In that we are going to focus upon the what is a scope means what is a study has been happened in this soil science or soil geography. Firstly, we study in this science about the soil fertility. This is an important scope of soil geography. We know that in soil is fulfilled with the different types of the nutrients, and this all kinds of the nutrient is supplying property of the soil for the plants. Means every human body or every living things has been need to the nutrient, and we can't get this nutrient which is available into the our atmosphere in the soil and soil, but they are we taken from the through our vegetables, then fruits, and such nutrient is supplied by the soil to these particular plants. And so soil fertility is the most important part of our scope of soil geography. Then second one is the soil chemistry. In soil chemistry, we studied the chemical constituents, chemical properties, and the chemical reaction about the different minerals, like as chemical properties of the soil, like as alkaline, then alkali, Yes, such type of things has been discussed into this point. Then soil physics. In soil physics, we study or it involves the study of physical properties of the soils, means bulk density of the texture, then structure of the soil particles. Such type of the soil physics has been investigated in this topic. Then soil microbiology. In soil microbiology, we studied the or its deal with the microorganisms, its population, its classification, its role in transformation. As we know, the most important part of the soil is humus. Okay, and this humus means nothing else. This is a organic materials, and such type of the organic material where is fulfilled into the soil, that time the soil is considered as a much fertile. That's why it's the most important of this microorganism into the soil. And number of this microorganisms has been uh, responsible for the fertility of any kinds of the soil. We can get example of the black soil, then alluvial soil. In the soil, the soil microbiology or the microorganism are evidently available. That's why the soil is a much fertile. Then classification of the soil also on the basis of the microorganisms which is available into the soil. The soil conservation. As we know, the soil is the most important part of the our earth surface, and it's so we should conserve it for the next generation. So dealing its soil conservation is deal with the protection of soil against physical loss by erosion or the against chemical deteriorations. Mean the we know the what is the difference between the erosion and weathering. Due to the erosion, the uppermost part of the earth surface has been eroded and it's travel one place to another place. That's why the erode due to this erosivity, the soil's fertility has been declined. Then excessive loss of the nutrients, either natural or artificial means. Due to these chemical reactions are the responsible for the soil conservation. Due to this sometime uh, soils reaction happen with these different minerals, and that time the nutrients which are the good for the soil health, they are the destroyed. Such type of the study is being part of this soil conservation. Then pedology. It's dealing with the genesis and survey and classification of the soils. It's deal with the genesis, means how to form the soil, then survey of soil and classification of the soil. Classification of the soil means, as we know, there are the different types of the soil all over the world. And if we focus upon the India, that time there are the various soil, first alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, also known as the laterite soil, then swampy soil. Such type of the classification is being the part of this pedology. Then history of soil science. As we know that the earth has a very long history of geological development. In fact, the first rock and the sediment are known to be over 2000 million years ago. If you consider that, yes, we can get the example of ourselves that lifespan is usually less than 100 years of the every human being. That time you can is compared with 2000 million years old is our earth surfaces. Also, since the first rock developed in this long time ago, there have been the period of the relatively quiet evolution separated by the period of the huge turbulences, and it is thought that the soil first began to form in pre-Cambrian times. Means the firstly soil has been start to begin develop into the pre-Cambrian times, the earliest of the geological period and dating back over 2000 million years back. In pre-Cambrian times, there would have been no living creature and no green vegetation. Wherever the soil has been uh, start to develop, then these earliest soil were formed in the atmosphere with little or no oxygen and consisted of the green clays. No organic matter in soil, and so the soil can be considered to be sterile. Then after that, the 400 million years ago in Devonian period, soil began to develop. This soil were reddish and brownish one because of the ions has been evidently available in this soil. So this soil is become the brownish and reddish, indicating the presence of more oxygen in the atmosphere due to the evolution of plant capable of the photosynthesis. And in this time, 400 million years ago, the oxygen has been evidently dissolved into the soil atmosphere. That's why the soil has become rich into the oxygen. The first soil organism also appeared, and from this period onwards, living soils are we know them truly begun to form. Means in this soil, the microorganisms has been developed into this soil, and after that, whenever this microorganisms has been dissolved into the soil, that time the soil has reached into the different types of the nutrients. Thank you.